is what I'm looking like. I mean, who would ever find me attractive? I've got my glasses on, I've got blemishes, I'm breaking out, little bun and my hoodie. Hey guys, it's Sinem and welcome back to my channel. So in today's series we are going to be doing an eyeshadow palette declutter. Now this isn't all of it, I actually have a lot more up here as you can see. So some palettes here, some palettes back here, and then more palettes, drawers full of palettes, and then more just kind of hidden back here. So we're going to dive straight into that today. If you didn't know, I am doing a declutter series here on my channel. I will have the playlist down below, or it will be on my channel. So the first episode I did in the series was decluttering my foundations, primers, powders and concealers. And in today's one, it's all eyeshadow palettes, which is a fun one. And with everything going on in the world, I just feel like this is a relaxing video and fun video for you guys to just sit back and watch. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's just jump straight into it. I have a lot of palettes and let's just get through them. So firstly, I think I'm just going to start here. I have the Morphe Live in Pride palette, which looks like this. And it's just a rainbow palette. And this one I think I'm going to be keeping because I haven't really played around with it much, and truthfully it is actually a really great rainbow palette just to have in your collection if you love colour. The next one I have is the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. I just bought this, I just did a video on it, and of course I'm going to keep this because I do love me some Jeffree Star. I then have the Urban Decay Naked palette. I mean, this was like the first ever eyeshadow palette I think I ever bought, and I think I have to keep it for that reason. I also have the Huda Beauty, what is this, Topaz Obsessions palette, and it looks like this, and I'm gonna keep this one. The Too Faced Just Peachy matte palette, I just showed this in my current beauty favorites. I've been absolutely loving this palette. I am keeping that one. I love the formula of this. I'm not fond of Too Faced eyeshadows, but actually this palette is like a whole different formula. I love it. Another Too Faced palette is the Love palette. I think this is like super old, and it's these eyeshadows in here. I'm going to be getting rid of this because I think it's really old. Next we have the Jawbreaker by Jeffree Star. Probably my favorite eyeshadow palette from him of all time. I love bright colors, and check out this eyeshadow palette. I mean, if you are looking for a bright color, you're gonna find it in here. Of course I am keeping that, I just have to. Next I have this BH Cosmetics. It's actually even broken. It's just a mess. They don't even do this packaging anymore, I don't think. 28 color palette neutral eyeshadow. So it's just a bunch of neutral eyeshadows. I'm gonna get rid of it, it's broken. Faced chocolate, ooh, chocolate bar palette. I think I'm gonna keep that because I can still get some use out of it. Next we have the MAC Park. I don't know who this is. This is a eyeshadow palette by MAC. Was limited edition. I'm gonna keep this because you guys know I'm a huge MAC lover. This is the Beauty Bay brand. So Beauty Bay, the website, you know, where you can buy makeup from, they have their own line. Oops. And this is an eyeshadow palette I bought from them. It's the Bright Matte palette, and I actually haven't even used it yet. Look at all these bright eyeshadow palettes I have. I don't even need all of these, but at the same time I do need all of these. So I'm gonna keep this because I have not used it once, and I mean, I just think this is again like the ultimate bright matte palette. It's all matte as well. Lorac Pro palette, I'm going to be keeping that. I do love Lorac Pro. Two Makeup Revolution palettes, I'm keeping both. This is the Colorburst palette and the Ride or Die palette. This is the Urban Decay Ultimate Naked Basics palette. I'm going to be keeping that because I do think it's a great matte palette. We have these three cute little elf bite-sized eyeshadow palettes. You guys know I did a video on this, and I love these little elf eyeshadows, so I'm going to be keeping all three. This I paid a lot of money for, and this is the Kim Kardashian KKW Cosmetics Mrs. West collection. I love the tones of this palette. I think it's such a great palette if you are getting married. I'm holding on to that one. I'm keeping both of these MAC Art Library palettes. This is the It's Designer palette. Another bright palette. Love that one. And then the Flamboyant, which is a fiery, like neutrals red kind of palette. I mean, look at those. Love, love, love this palette. Like, this is a great one to have. I've got two more Huda Beauty eyeshadows Oh, let's get comfy. Right here, the Huda Beauty Neon Orange palette, which is this one. And yeah, bright neon colors. I'm saving this for summer. I only dug into it like 1 or 2 times. And then the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette. I don't know if she still does this one, but keeping that as well. This is the Morphe 35F palette. Oh my god, guys, I can't show you that. That is so broken. So I think I'm gonna throw this in the bin because oh my god, I just got it all. I just got it all over my tracksuit. No, and all over the floor. Okay, be right back. You guys will not believe I have just been gone for half an hour cleaning my carpet because it was stained. This is the Juvia's Place Afrique palette, which I think is beautiful, and I am going to be keeping this. This is my only Juvia's Place palette that I own, so I'm going to be keeping that. I want to play around with it more. Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. I love the packaging to this, and I'm going to be keeping that one. Just all red tones and a few purpley pink shades. 2 Colourpop eyeshadows. These 2, I'm keeping both, the California Love and Sweet Talk. That one's the California Love, and then we have the Colourpop Sweet Talk. This is the Kylie Cosmetics Summer Eyeshadow Palette. I actually really like it. I'm going to keep that one. Next we have, well actually let's declutter these 2 because I know I don't want these. The Revolution Pride Palette. I'm not going to use that, so that's going to go. And then the Too Faced Romantic Eye Palette. Do they even do this still? This is the MAC Guilty Pleasure Palette. I'm keeping this. Beautiful, beautiful rose tone shades. I just bought from TK Maxx the other day. It's Pro Fusion and it's their Pro Pigment. And I haven't even used it. Like, I literally just bought it a few days ago from TK Maxx. So I want to do a video using this. It's a really affordable brand, Pro Fusion. The KKW Beauty Classic Palette. I'm going to be keeping that, which looks like this. Carly Bible BH Cosmetics Palette. I'm going to keep this because I love Carly Bible. So, oh wait, why did I put that there? This is going here. I don't want to confuse you guys. Now we're going to move on to these. So let me pan you back up. So moving on, I have 3 palettes right here and they are all MAC. This is the Fashion Fanatic, Smarty Pants and Risk Taker. They still do these and I just haven't, you know, had a chance to play around with them. I'm going to keep all 3 of these because I need to play around with them more. This is the BH Cosmetics That's Heart palette. Now we're going to get into some serious decluttering. I'm getting rid of that. The BH Cosmetics BH Hollywood eyeshadow palette. Oh gosh, I don't even want to like look at it. Yeah, I think it's like moldy, and then it has some blushes in there. So I'm finally saying bye to my BH Hollywood by BH Cosmetics. I have kept this for so long because I love the packaging. Next we have the Kylie Cosmetics, gosh this is old, the Holiday 2016 palette. I'm actually going to declutter this Kylie palette. Baby Got Peach by Colourpop. You already know I'm keeping this. This is the Urban Decay Pulp Fiction palette. Gosh, these are so old. Oh my god, it's moldy. That's going in the bin. This is the Sigma Warm Neutrals palette. This one I think I will actually keep. I don't know if they even still do this, but the eyeshadows are pretty fine to me and I really like them, so I'm keeping that. These are 3 Inglot eyeshadows that I stacked and made together, and I'm going to be keeping all of these Inglot eyeshadows. MAC Burgundy x9 palette. I'm going to be keeping this one. I got this from Sephora when I was in Paris. I think I got it just as like a little souvenir. I think I'm actually going to keep it because I love the packaging. Back here we have the, oh my gosh, I didn't even know I had this. The Lime Crime Venus, and I'm going to show you guys, you're going to be grossed out, but this is the reality that YouTubers are not willing to show you, and it's moldy makeup. Expired makeup that we've had for years, so it's a real shame because like this palette is great, but this obviously has to go in the bin. We have these are going to be like probably expired as well. The Balm Nude Tude palette. Yep, expired as well. That's going to be going in the bin. Last but not least in that little row, the Bare Minerals Nudes palette. This one is like super gross. I'm not even going to show you. That's going in the bin. The Smashbox Full Exposure palette. This is still good to go. I've used this a few times. I'm going to keep this. And then again, another Bare Minerals product. I don't even want to open it, so that's going to go in the bin. I have two palettes here, and one is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Still good to go. I really need to dig into this more. I love her palettes. KKW was so kind enough to send this to me after I had the incident with their expired lipstick. I have a story time on my channel. I will link that up here or down below. I haven't even like really played around with it yet. So I'm going to be keeping that, of course, because it was gifted to me by KKW. Two MAC palettes that I'm keeping. I just created these palettes literally recently, so of course I'm keeping those. And then I have the what are these? Too Faced Chocolate Gold Bar palette. I'm going to be keeping this. Absolutely beautiful shades. I have a medium Z palette that I put some Colourpop eyeshadows in, so these are all Colourpop eyeshadows. We have the Urban Decay Moon Dust, that one right there. And I'm going to be keeping that. It's just all sparkly eyeshadow toppers. Then we have the... oh, I do have another Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. I didn't even know. This is the Zulu by Juvia's Place, and it looks like this. I'm keeping that. I'm going to dig into her palettes more. I'm so scared to open another Morphe palette. This is the 35O, the OG palette that basically everyone has. And it's right there. I'm keeping that. And then we have the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. Absolutely beautiful shades. I really need to dig into these palettes on my channel more. Keeping that. BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette. I'm keeping that. And then down here, oh god, look how dirty it is. I'm going to be keeping that. In these drawers now, we have the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. You know I love this one. I can't seem to open this for some reason, so I'm just going to leave that for now. But it's a Kylie palette that I will be keeping anyway. I'm not sure why I can't open that. Wow, this is the Urban Decay Vice palette. I didn't even know I had this. So that one I'll keep for now. The Dose of Colors by Katie and Desi here on YouTube, and I'm going to be keeping those. These are so pretty, but I'm going to get rid of these. This Inglot eyeshadow trio I'm going to get rid of. And then this random little eyeshadow duo by Chanel, which is like hella old. I'm getting rid of that. So I'm keeping this MAC palette up here, the neutral one, but I'm getting rid of this kind of random one. These are all Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I'm going to be keeping those. A random MAC duo, I'm going to be getting rid of that. This Sephora eyeshadow quad, and I'm going to be getting rid of that. And then this right here is not an eyeshadow palette, but it's a lipstick stack by Urban Decay. I don't know why it was in there. The Morphe Jeffree Star palette, keeping it. Morphe 35M palette, keeping that. Tati Beauty, I'm keeping that. Folklore Beauty, which they kindly sent to me. This was a really, really great palette. I want to play around with it more. The next one I have here is the Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani palette. I have to keep it. Ben Nye Pressed Color palette. Oh my god, I feel like this is another... yep, it's cracked. And it's old. I'm getting rid of that. Jeffree Star Beauty Killer, I'm keeping that. Last but not least, I have this random Z palette. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually keep the palette, but I will get rid of the eyeshadows because I don't even know what brand it is. Last but not least, Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette with Shane Dawson. I'm keeping this, and also the Jeffree Star Mini Controversy palette I'm keeping. A Sephora Z palette, which has a bunch of Makeup Geek eyeshadows. So I'm keeping that. The Balm Meat Matte Nude palette, that's expired, that's going in the bin. The Colourpop Dream Big eyeshadow palette Vault. It is an actual vault, and it has, look at this guys, all the Colourpop colourful eyeshadows. It has all the Colourpop colourful eyeshadow palettes in one vault. I'm keeping that because I recently bought that during Black Friday. The Morphe 12S palette. I'm going to get rid of this Morphe palette. Concealer palette, getting rid of that. Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. I actually had two. I gave one away to you guys back in the summer last year. This is my one, so of course I'm keeping that. Oh, this is a blush palette. Can someone explain why blushes don't like get expired but eyeshadows do? It's so weird. Ben Nye concealer palette. I'm getting rid of that. And this is all expired, so that's going. The last palette right here. The Carly Bible Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. You know I'm keeping that. So I do have a little pile built up, but to be honest with you, it's not that much compared to how much I got rid of here. It might look like a lot that I've kept, but most of the time I was hoarding these, and I'm actually so glad. There's probably over like 20 palettes that I'm getting rid of here. Of course, when I do buy more makeup, then I will be getting rid of these as well one day and then doing another declutter. So for now, this is what I'm keeping. It's this whole little stack right here. And then getting rid of those. I'm so excited to finally get rid of this stuff. I'm going to either donate it to charity or give it to friends and family. And then the ones that are expired, of course, are going to go in the bin. So if you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm sorry, I'm not showing myself. I look disgusting. And yes, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And stay tuned for my next declutter series. I shall see what I'm going to declutter next. And until next time, I'll see you guys all in my next video.